What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing fine, and today we're gonna continue with the next part of the Marionettes. We realized that the doctor has bad thoughts, has probably gonna uh, steal something, steal $10,000, as I remember that correctly. So yeah, we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen next in a few moments, and we are beginning. So he found, unless disturbed, she would yet sleep for hours. He found the key in the door and locked it after him when he returned. Dr. James looked at his watch. He could call half an hour his own, since before that time the old woman could scarcely return from her mission. Then he sought, and found water in a pitcher and a tumbler. Opening his medicine case, he took out the vial containing a nitroglycerin, the oil, as his bra- Braffron, of the brace and bead term it. One drop of the faint yellow thickish liquid he left fall in the tumbler. He took out his silver hypodermic syringe case, and screwed the needle into its place, carefully measuring each modicum of water in the graduated glass barrel of the syringe. He diluted the one drop with nearly half a tumbler of water. 2 hours earlier that night, Dr. James had, with that syringe, injected the undiluted liquid into a hole drilled in the lock of a safe, and had destroyed with one dual explosion the machinery that controlled the movement of the bolts. He now proposed, with the same means, to shiver the prime machinery of a human being, to rend its heart, and each shock was for the sake of the money to follow. The same means, but in a different quiz. The same means, but in a different quiz. Whereas that was the giant in its root primary dynamic strength. This was the counter, whose no less deadly arms were concealed by velvet and lace. For the liquid in the tumbler and in the syringe that the physician carefully filled was now a solution of glenoin, the most powerful heart stimulant known to medical science. 2 ounces had riven the solid door of the iron safe with 1/50th part of a minim. He was now about to steal forever the intricate mechanism of a human life, but not immediately. It was not so intended. first three would be a quick increase of vitality, the powerful impetus given to every organ and faculty. Impetus and faculty. The heart would respond bravely to the fatal spur. Fatal spur. The blood in the veins returned more rapidly to its source. But as Dr. James well knew, overstimulation in this form of heart disease means death, as sure as by a rifle shot. When the clogged arteries should suffer congestion from the increased flow of blood pumped into them by the power of the burglar's oil, they would rapidly become thoroughfare, and the fountain of life would cease to flow. The physician bared the chest of the unconscious Chandler. Easily and skillfully, he injected subcutaneously the contents of the syringe into the muscles of the region over the heart. True to his neat habits in both profession, he next carefully dried his needle and reinserted the fine wire that threaded it when not in use. In 3 minutes, Chandler opened his eyes and spoke in a voice faint but audible, inquiring who attended upon him. Dr. James again explained his presence there. "Where's my wife?" asked the patient. "She's asleep from exhaustion and worry," said the doctor. "I would not awaken her unless it isn't necessary." Chandler spoke with spaces between his words, caused by his short breath that some demons was striving to fast. She wouldn't thank you to disturb her on my account." Dr. James drew a chair to the bedside. Conversation must not be squandered. "A few minutes ago," he began in the grave, candid tones of his other profession, "you were trying to tell me something regarding some money. I do not seek your confidence, but it is my duty to advise you that anxiety and worry will work against your recovery. If you have any communication to make about this, to relieve your mind about this, $20,000, I think, was the amount you mentioned, you would better do so." Chandler could not turn his head, but he rolled his eyes in the direction of the speaker. "Did I say where this money is?" "No," answered the physician. "I only inferred from you scarcely intelligible words that you felt a solicitude concerning its safety. If it's in this room," Dr. James paused. Did he only seem to perceive a flicker of understanding, a gleam of suspicion, upon the ironical features of his patient? He had seemed to had he said too much? Chandler's next word restored his confidence. Alright, guys, the story goes on, and we're really curious what's gonna happen next. And we will do this, but tomorrow, hopefully, because we'll have 2 more parts in this story. So, thank you for joining me today, and see you tomorrow on the next part. Bye.